Hello all, myself Sahali Sarkar. I am having 11 plus years of experience in IT industry. From last 3 plus years, I am working as a senior scrum master in my organization. So today we have come up with a new topic, that is feature writing. What basically a feature is and how we should write an effective feature, how we should estimate the feature, how we will prioritize the feature. So with all this, we have come up with a new session. So let's start. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we this is our feature writing and estimation workshop. So the agenda for today's session is we will cover epic roadmap. We will deep dive into what is feature, what is effective feature writing, what is the prioritize, how to prioritize a feature, how to estimate a feature. Along with that, we will also like take your queries. You can, once you watch the session, you can drop your queries in the comment section and we will try to address your queries. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so to start creating an important feature, first we will like to little bit elaborate about Epic. We will not deep dive a bit like in a depth for the Epic, as our main agenda is to discuss about the feature. However, without Epic, features cannot be built, right? So in agile methodologies, you can say that epics are kind of a vision, an organization vision, and features come from the epic. So you can imagine epic as a beginning, and from there we come up with the you can say the feature, and then we further slice it into user story, tasks, so on and so forth. So now here from this slide, you can see that Epic itself has a roadmap. So I will high level discuss a bit about it. So first the business owners comes up with the high level organization vision that is in the form of Epic. So first stage of the Epic roadmap is Epic identification based on your organization goal for the next 1 year, or a little more time as well, maybe 1 or 2 year. And then we define the epic with the requirement, and we break it down into the feature, and then we evaluate against the business objective, the organization strategy. We plan it on the portfolio level, and the next level is the program level. So program level is nothing but your agile release trend. In that stage, what we do, we break the epics into the feature. Now once the feature is broken down from the epic, the next stage is to implementation. Okay, so we build it, once it is done, we give the demo, we deliver it, and once all the features that are associated with a particular epic is completed and the epic acceptance criteria also completed, then we mark the epic as a closure, and we as a continuous learning, because epic roadmap is a continuous journey. So while through this journey, what we have couple of lesson learned, so that we can make it more effective from the next epic onwards. So all lesson learned are discussed and effectively we plan, so that we can keep on improving our epic journey. Okay, now let me move to our next slide, that is what is feature. So with this, our today's agenda will be mostly will be start. So what feature is high level, we all aware, right, that uh, in agile methodologies, features are kind of a building block for your functionality you want to deliver. Okay, they are valuable for not only your business, but also it meets your specific stakeholders requirement. We build feature in such a way. Okay, so they are the essential part to make, not only to make your project successful, but also give satisfaction to your stakeholder and the end user. Now how we will do it, that we will deep dive into our uh, next slides. Okay, so to understand or to deliver the feature, your feature should be presented in a effective manner, right? So to do that, we have we follow some format. So your feature should have a feature name. It should have benefit hypothesis. It should have acceptance criteria, and it should have the enabler which required to deliver the feature. So let's start with feature name. So feature name, you can say that is a concise description in one liner. We try to give it, though it is bit like concise, but still we try to write the description in a one liner in such a way so that from within the team and even outside the team, if anyone is looking into your features, they can easily understand high level that what the functionality it's talking about from the feature name. Okay, so this is about feature name. Now next, coming to benefit hypothesis. So what is benefit hypothesis? In agile feature development process, the agenda behind your benefit hypothesis is to clearly define the expected advantage, the improvement plans, or the value that a specific feature will bring to the users and the or the customer or your stakeholders, right? At the end of the day, we are delivering value to the customer. So in through the benefit hypothesis, we ideally try to put like before we write down, like the program product managers come up with some analysis, some market research, some user feedback, and based on that we prepare our benefit hypothesis, that what best we can through this feature, what best we can deliver to our customer. Okay, for example, suppose you are developing an e-commerce application. Okay, so maybe in that case, your benefit hypothesis might state that a new feature that might allow the users to save their favorite items, that will enhance user engagement and lead to increased sales. So here, with that functionality, that save the favorite option, we are also mentioning that why this feature is important to the customer. What is the importance? The importance is if we build the functionality and deliver to the end user, what the benefit they will get? The benefit will be like it will have enhance the user engagement, and maybe it will increase the sales. So that is your benefit hypothesis. Okay, now coming to the enabler. So what enabler is? So there will be few functional feature. Before start those feature, you need to deliver some technical aspect or some technical functionality, so so that you can deliver that functionality. So those are called as enabler. As the name suggests, enabler means it will enable your functionality, that is that you are going to deliver. So let me give you an example of an enabler. Suppose you want to build a feature like quick search, okay, or real-time reporting. So this is your functional feature. But there can be situation to build that feature, you need to have an established database, and a database which should uh, fetch the data faster or retrieve the data faster. So before you touch that feature like quick search or real-time reporting, maybe you need to complete this enabler. Okay, then only your functionality will put some value to the end user. Okay, another example is any functional features you are delivering, but maybe some automation test environment needs to be built, some test suite needs to be built. So all this comes under enabler. So enabler may not be directly impacting the end user, however it is enabling a functional features which at the end of the day will build some value to the end user once it is delivering to the customer. So that's why we called it as an enabler. So whenever you are writing a feature, you need to write the enabler as well. If it is implied to that feature, you need to deep dive that area also, that whether we need to deliver any technical stuff to or dependency are there to start the feature. Okay, we call it as an enabler. Now what is acceptance criteria? As the name suggests, acceptance criteria is like specific condition that the feature should meet, so that your product manager or can certify that okay, this feature is now completed, or it is ready for the deployment. So let me give you a couple of acceptance criteria. So as I mentioned earlier, that as an e-commerce app, so considering that suppose you are providing any kind of user registration for a e-commerce app, so your acceptance criteria will be maybe users should be able to provide a valid email address. After registration they should receive a confirmation email, and the user's information should be stored securely in the database. So this could be your acceptance criteria for that user registration feature. Now, if you observe these examples, this acceptance criteria, each acceptance criteria itself are one user story, right? Because if you want to build a secure database, or if you want to provide an email address, password, it's kind of 1 or 2 sprint work, right? So if so here is the advantage. The more you will deep dive into the feature, you will refine the feature, you will write the acceptance criteria more accurately as much possible. It will help you in a future stage where when you will be breaking down your feature into user story, this acceptance criteria will help you to understand that what could be the possible user story that should be built to like that should be tagged to this feature. Okay, so these are all the kind of acceptance criteria for a feature. And if you write it, if you're as more accurate your feature acceptance criteria is, it's give you more clarity on your future user stories. Okay, now coming to the next slides, that is, now you have written your user story, now you have to estimate the feature, right? So what actually feature estimation is? So feature estimation in Agile actually involve assessing the effort, the complexity, the number of teammates required to deliver that based on the estimation number of teammates required to deliver that feature. So all this, when you estimate a feature, it gives you a high level idea. Okay, so if you estimate a feature properly, it will help you during your feature prioritization as well, that I will come to on the later stage. So here in my experience, I mostly my teammates asked me that as you can see in the diagram here, or the table format here, that we have estimated the feature in a t-shirt sizing. Okay, and user story we generally estimate in a story point. Now I mostly get question from my teammates that we are already know or aware of the process story point estimation, why can't we just use that for our feature estimation? So here I would like to answer that feature are high level, right? So when you estimating the feature, you might not aware of every aspect of it, right? When you deep dive into user story, then you might be aware more on the estimation, like more on the technical challenges, technical part, all these areas, right? And sometimes features are estimated, we involve feature estimation, the product manager, if required the business owner input also. So non-technical persons also may be involved in your feature estimation. Okay, so uh, taken into consideration all these aspects, we try to prefer t-shirt sizing because it's a very simple process, and to estimate, it gives you a quicker decision making during your feature estimation. And at the same time, you need not to be very much technical to estimate the feature, high level feature in a when you are using the t-shirt sizing. However, when you are estimating any enabler or technical features, that time maybe some technical lead architects helps also will be required. So the main point here is feature or enabler is very high level. So to give a quicker estimation, t-shirt sizing give you that leverage, that even if you might not in that stage, you have all the information ready with you, but still you can give some high level estimation. So that is the reason we prefer t-shirt sizing for feature estimation. Okay, now if you see the table format, so the sizes are extra small, small, medium, large, excel. So if you find that maybe your work is very straightforward, you have already worked on it, nothing is unknown, and it's a very less effort is required, you can make it as a extra small. If it now, when you have a baseline as a extra small, now other feature you can compare, that whether it is a little bit more complex, very complex, or require multiple components, multiple integration to deliver that feature. All those aspects we compare respect to your baseline feature that you have come up with the excels. So from, if you have 4 to 5 feature, prioritize, maybe 6 features, so you first need to come up with one which you feel that can be baselined, and maybe it's a excess or extra small feature, you can just first estimate that, and then you can estimate other feature comparing with the baseline feature, that how much complex is it is. Based on that, you can mark it as a small, large, medium, all these sizes. Okay, so this is about our feature estimation. Now coming to our next part, that is our feature prioritization. So we do feature prioritization mostly with the technique weighted shortest job first. So this suppose you have couple of features, 5 6 features. Now how will you understand that which feature to deliver when? Maybe based on your team capacity, it is not possible that all the features you are delivering at the same time, right? So you need to prioritize your features. So for that, this technique we mostly use in many organizations. So what is the benefit of this technique? This technique will give you an idea that what item you need to, or what feature you need to pick first, so that it give you the most benefit and are easier to do. Okay, this helps the team to work better and get most important things done quickly, right? So customers get the most of the values in a shorter period of time, right? So this technique will give you that leverage. So how we calculate the weighted shortage job force? The formula is cost of delay by job size. Now coming to the next slides, what is cost of delay? Cost of delay equal to user business value plus time criticality plus your risk reduction or your opportunity enablement. So what is user business value? So user business value is, suppose you have 5 features. So you need to discuss, the product manager, business owners, product owners, sometimes technical leads, if required, architect, comes together and discuss that within this five feature, which feature, as I mentioned during the feature writing benefit hypothesis, that before writing that, your product manager, business owners comes the data with their research, user research, analysis, surveys, all these. So with all this data, they try to understand that within your five features, which feature your customer will prefer first to have. Okay, next is, if which feature will be delivered a better revenue in a faster way. Okay, and if we delay in this feature, will it be having any negative impact in our existing product? So that's all the things they discuss under user business value. The next, time criticality. Within this five functionality or five feature, if I delay any feature, will my customer wait for me to have those functionality in the later stage, or they will change the vendor, or they will change the application, right? Next is like, is there any fixed deadline by when I had to give that feature? The next is, what is the current effect on customer satisfaction? If we see that there are some feature which has some customer dissatisfaction, but to make the customer more satisfied, maybe the time required to improve the functionality is not that much. So within a lesser time, we can uh, we can have a customer satisfaction more quickly. So those comes under time criticality. Now, last option is your risk reduction or your opportunity enablement. There will be some feature, if you deliver that feature, then it might be enable your other opportunities. Maybe you want to build a functionality and you want to have a quick check, market check, that how this functionality, uh, after deploying the functionality, how customer is taking it. Are they happy? If they're happy, then there is a large scope of enhancing that functionality. So it will be your kind of your opportunity enabler, right? So those feature will be your high priority. And also there will be like some business opportunity, right? If you deliver it, it might create your other business opportunity as well. There will be kind of some technical enabler. If you deliver that, maybe there are some functional features are in pipeline. If you deliver that enabler or you deliver that technical feature, all these which are the few functional feature which are dependent on that technical feature can be now started. So it will be kind of your opportunity enablement. Or as I mentioned, that if there is any customer dissatisfaction, you can quickly work on it. So it kind of be your risk reduction as well. So all this area, the product manager, technical leads, architect, system architect, business owner brainstorm, discuss together, and they come up with the weighted shortage job size. So cost of delay now calculated. Now you have observed that the formula is cost of delay by your job size. So job size is nothing but to deliver that feature, how many sprints you require. So that is your job size. So if you have already estimated that, right, t-shirt sizing, so with that you will get some idea that how many sprints it might take or how many iteration it might take. So you remember that in the very during my estimation slide, I told you that if you have your estimation done, it will help you in your prioritization as well. Okay, so how we basically do it, now you understood the formula. The idea here is, suppose there are five feature, we write down the feature. First, we see the user business value. As I mentioned, those areas like that, they come up with the business value which have the least value. Okay, so we call it as a one. compared to the other feature. You have 5 feature, you need to come up with a user business value, which is 1, after brainstorming all those questions, which I have just expressed here. So first will be one feature you have now come up with the one user business value. This will be now your reference point. Now with that, you need to compare the other features business value and you need to story point it. Okay, in a Fibonacci series. Okay, so maybe the other one will be 3. As you see that there are 3 application features: sign on, move to cloud, mobile app. So we have taken this example from Scale Agile sites. So if you visit their site, you will also get this elaboration as well. So mobile app, they have, maybe you have come up with the 1 because it is a least user business value. Then with that, you compare the move to cloud and single sign-on, and you come up with your story point. Now the same you have to do with your time criticality, the least time criticality you feel. Okay, so you have again see that, okay, again the mobile app will be the least time criticality, that is 1, and based on that you calculated the other 2 features time criticality. Now risk reduction or opportunity enablement, you have again come up with the baseline. You saw that based on the discussion, the single sign-on will be the least risk reduction or the opportunity enablement value. So it is 1, and others are 3 and 5. Now you will sum it, and that will be your cost of delay, and job size is how much like now you will see that what is the job size. So suppose job size is 1 is 2 sprint, 1 is 5 sprint, and 1 is 8 sprint. So which is taking the least job size, that will be your 1 reference 1. Okay, so like that you have again come up like mobile app will take the least time, then single sign on will be taking a little more time than mobile app, and move to cloud will take much bigger timing than the other 2 features. So 138. So these 138 and all these values, please remember these are all your Fibonacci series the story point. Okay, it is not a absolute value. Okay, now see cost of delay divided by your job size. So highest value will be your high priority work. Now see the good part here to understand that you saw that mobile, in terms of user business value and time criticality, mobile app was least. But when you actually discuss, brainstorm all the other area, you can see that mobile app will be delivered in quickest time, quick, and it will give a greater value to the client than the other two are. So when you will start, it might give you an impression that maybe mobile app we can do it later. But when you actually calculate it, you can see that mobile app should be done first, then single sign on, then move to cloud. So these are the all agenda behind doing this exercise. Okay, so I believe that this is clear now with all of you. If you have further doubt, you can anyhow come up, and you can come up with your queries. You can mention in the comment section and we will try to address it. Okay, now like this session, you know that it's all about, I have covered about the feature writing, feature estimation, prioritization. However, we all understand that the actual confidence comes from the practice, not just theory, right? So I'm happy to announce that CareersTalk presents a practical workshop where we will deep dive into this concept together. So to join, you just need to form a fill a Google form, which we will be providing in the comment section, or in the description also you will find the Google form with a nominal fee. The entry charges will be the nominal fee, with a nominal fee we have taken, that is 200 rupees, so that we ensure that only dedicated participants are contacting us. This will be a virtual session, and it will be one session 2 hours, and it will held in the weekend, mostly in the Saturday. at the 8 p.m. IST onwards. So those who are, you understand that the seats are limited, so don't miss out. If you are really eager to understand the feature writing, prioritization, and estimation, please secure your spot. Okay, so just to conclude, I just want to give you a glance of our workshop, which we will be having after this. So we will be writing an epic. From the epic, we will break it down into features, and with those features, we will write the name, benefit hypothesis, acceptance criteria, enabler, and then we will estimate it and we will prioritize it with the process which I just explained. Okay, so this is a, at a glance you can see the our workshop format. Okay, now coming to the reference, I have taken the reference from Google and also from the Scale Agile site. So if you visit their sites as well, so you can get the this techniques as well. So with that, I would like to close the session. Hope it was helpful to all of you. If you like this session, please hit the like and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.